Welcome back, tribe. Got a nutty one, apparently. Made with benefits in the Philippines. What's the deal? So basically, hiring a sex worker. You guys are going ham out there, eh? These dudes are crazy. So let's get into it.
Hi, guys. In today's video, I want to talk about Maid cooking service, health aid here in the Philippines, how much it costs and why it is so amazing and affordable here in the Philippines.
Home services. Actually, it's wild.
All right, guys. So one of the great things about the Philippines is the affordability of hired help. For example, gardeners, a cook, house cleaning, a maid, cooking services, home massage, all these different things are just amazing. So I want to go through some prices and everything with you and talk about maid service that turned into something else. We'll discuss that one a little bit later. So when I was living in a condo, I was actually having a maid come once a week was all I really deemed necessary. I never had the need to have somebody live with me. I felt that was just a bit too much in my personal space. I wanted to have my own space. And I had a maid come once a week, and I was told that it was really should only cost about 300 pesos, but she was a single lady with like 3 kids, and I felt bad. She's putting her kid through college and stuff. And so I paid her 500 pesos, and she would do an amazing job just cleaning the whole place. Really, really good job. And even my friends who live in the condo, we all used the same lady, and she would walk out, after about 7 hours of cleaning.
$5 to $10 to have your place cleaned up. That is insane. Holy crap.
3 of our places with around, almost 2,000 pesos. She was doing well. I mean, that's good money for the Philippines. The service here is just amazing. Now, there are different costs. You can have a maid live with you full time, but then you are responsible for her needs. You're responsible for her shampoo or conditioning or toothpaste. You're responsible for her food, her room and board. So the cost typically is around 6,000 pesos to have her live with you, and then you take care of her food. And
$120 to have somebody that can clean your place on command. All right. We're living rich on 120 if you could afford that. Wow.
Other needs. And so that's like $120 a month. And massage, if you want somebody to come out to your condo. I used to have massage come out, and it would only cost about 300 pesos per hour. I would do a 2-hour massage, sometimes once a week, sometimes twice a week, depending on, if I was working out or not. Extremely cheap, leave a couple hundred peso tip. And basically you've spent less than $20 for a 2-hour massage home service with tip. Less than $20. Just amazing. Now, with the maids, often what comes with that is they're not only cleaning, but if they're going to live with you full time, then they're usually going to be preparing meals and stuff as well. That can also turn into things where they are responsible to go out and buy your groceries, go to the market, do all those things, and you may, adjust the salary according to that. But very inexpensive for that. So very inexpensive for all of these different services that you can have people come out and do. It's just amazing, again, how far your money really goes, guys. A lot of people will come out here and they will have somebody who's cooking for them, a home massage, cleaning for them. A lot of people will have live-in maids. Now, here's where it can be tricky here. Now, if you have a live-in maid, there are no discrimination laws here. So really, in fact, you'll be walking in the mall, you'll see signs that'll say, attractive female wanted, 18 to 25, single. And you're thinking, is this a singles ad, or is this a dating, or is this a job wanted? But it's actually job wanted. Most of the cashiers in the mall and the department stores are women who are in their 18 to, 27 or so.
Wow.
And whether they're single or not, I don't know, but it's...
Asian societies always surprise me. God, their view on genders and pragmatism, it's the stuff, they do it out loud. They don't keep quiet like we do here in the West. We don't have signs that say young, attractive, single for obvious reasons, but everybody still hires young, attractive, single. Well, the single part doesn't matter, but young and attractive. Like you want your front of the house, the people front facing with customers in your business to be young and attractive with good energy that draws clients in. Nobody wants to walk in the store where there's like some ugly bull ring, blue hair, land willy with like a stank look at every customer that walks in. They want to walk by the nice, cute chick that's smiling like, hi, welcome in, guys, like super energetic and just draws people in like, oh, wow, this place is kind of cool. I like the people that work here because that's really the first point of contact a customer has. But, you know, we're not allowed to say that. That's the quiet part out loud in the West. We got to pretend this equality and all this other bullshit. We got ageism. We got racism. We got sexism. We got all the isms here in the West, and we try to pretend like we don't. Out in Asia, bro, it's just straight up. Hey, this is the reality of the situation. We're just trying to make money. Don't care about being PC with anything. You either like it or you don't. Fuck off. It's so refreshing. Damn.
Funny that they can actually get away with advertising for that. You know, my gosh, you can never do that in the U.S. or the West in general. You also get advertising on the back of the cars. You'll say it'll say female driver. Like it's a handicap being a female to be driving, but no, it's not. But here apparently it is, and it's hilarious. You know, going up behind a car and it says "Caution, new lady driver." Anyway, the point is guys will actually put out ads in like Facebook Marketplace or on Facebook saying attractive maid, 18 to 30 or 18 to 25 or whatever. And a lot of these guys will actually want a maid with benefits. And so they're wanting a maid, but they're wanting someone with some side benefits. And it's amazing that I've met a few expats now that have told me stories. Now, not all of them were advertising for that, but I'm sure in their hiring process when they were going through interviewing, some of them, of course, probably chose for the attractive younger Filipina. And what happens is, you know, they're paying them the salary and they're cooking and cleaning and doing all that, and it turns into something else. Well, now all of a sudden you're in this weird situation where you've been paying them a salary, but now all of a sudden they're not really doing the services anymore because why? They feel like they're the girlfriend. Guys, we got some going on in the.
Bro, imagine you get a maid. She's young and hot, does everything. Then you stick her. Then she's like, you know what? Since we're having sex and I'm your girlfriend now, I'm not cleaning anymore. What? You can't make this shit up, dude. What the hell?
Maybe that's a little bit better. So I apologize. That's the problem with filming outside sometimes here in the early mornings. Anyway, I think you get my point is it turns into all of a sudden you've been paying her the salary. The money still comes in, but she's really doing less and less duties because all of a sudden you've turned this into a relationship. But she's, I'm guessing, still thinking that she's going to still collect the money. And I had a friend who literally just had to say, okay, listen, the salary is going to stop, but we've now entered into a relationship. And she got actually upset about that. And because she got upset about it, he's like, well, obviously this is a financial arrangement now. And he ended up ending it. So he basically lost his maid and he lost a girlfriend all in one. Now, I've also known other expats who've told me they've hired a maid who I think they paid around 8,000 pesos or so a month. That's like $160. Now, you think you go back in the U.S., if you hire a company like Maid, you're talking minimum $60 an hour to clean your place. That's minimum. Man. And it can go all the way up to $240 is the latest prices I've seen for Maid. And here we're talking about what they make in an hour. You know, you can almost pay for a maid for her entire month. And often, like I said, I had a friend, he was...
Do you see how crazy the price difference is? You can pay for a month of what cost you an hour in America. You got a month worth of cleaning, bro. When I say financial freedom overseas, the power of the dollar, find a way to get passive income or remote work, dividends from stocks, renting out the house you're in, residual income from businesses that you might have, something like that. Once you're in that position, pensions, 401ks, what have you. Once you're in that position, bro, moving to these countries is a no-brainer. You retire early. You get to live life. Nobody wants to work until they're dead, 67 or more. They're always raising the retirement age, guys. It's going to be 70 someday soon. They've already discussed, 71 years old? Some shit like that. Dude, they want you to work until you're dead. What kind of life is that? Break your back so you can finally retire. And by the time you do, half your body's already broken. You can't even enjoy the things you're supposed to enjoy. You can't get on a fucking scooter. You can't go walking on the beach. Can't hop on a jet ski. Can't do nothing without aches and pains. That's insane, man. So many guys I'm this close to freedom. This close, if you guys really knew. There's a lot of dudes, they own their house. A lot of dudes have residual income. A lot of dudes are right there at retirement or retired early because, say, police or military service. There's a lot of dudes that are retired out early and they're struggling, man, in the U.S., struggling to make it when they could be living like kings out here. That's the power. The women come last. That's just the cherry on top to being free financially.
Kind of elderly, so he hired the maid to do the cooking. She did the cleaning.
And
she ran to the grocery store. She went to the marketplace. She did errands for him. He would pay for the driver. And she did all these services. Not only that, on top of that, she knew how to massage. So she would massage his legs and stuff at night because, like I said, he was elderly. He needed some extra help. But all these services for around 8,000 pesos a month. Now, again, she lived there. So he also paid for her room and board, her food, her shampoo, her needs, her housing needs and stuff. So, I mean, can you imagine that? You can come out to the Philippines, have yourself a maid, a cook, massage, and somebody who runs out and do the errands for $200 a month. And I suppose if you're really lucky, you could end up having a maid with benefits, which could be just a maid with benefits, or it could be a maid that turns into a relationship. You never know. So, yeah, it's amazing the services you can get out here.
I'm wondering what you guys think about this kind of situation. Do you feel like it's predatory in any way, or it's just a normal thing that happens? Thoughts, just in general. This one said, I tried a maid with benefits in the U.S. once. I know what he's talking about. I lost half my stuff and I'm still paying alimony, so I'll try the Philippines next time. When I lived in the Philippines, we had rule number 1, don't F the maid. You end up with an expensive girlfriend and a dirty apartment and legal issues when you try to end it. Damn. I had a maid/cook for 4 years when I lived in Seoul. She perfectly organized my life, allowing me to concentrate on business. No hanky-panky, just wonderful meals, freshly pressed clothes, and dry cleaning. Damn. And here's a simp. Come on, who did not click for the title? Even an ugly maid can get you in trouble. Just ask the Terminator. Sheesh. This one said, I don't like this idea at all. She agreed to cook and clean to earn income to help support her family. Then later, you're putting her in a position where she has to agree to the, quote, benefits, or she could be fired and her family would lose the income. Yeah, I'm sure there's been some predatory actions of that nature. You're in a powerful position, dude. That's part of this that I don't really like. Keep business and pleasure separate, he says. Always choose older, unattractive workers. They work harder and you won't be tempted. See, men are giving advice, but they'll be clowns that will risk it all, dude. It's like that dude that went to the Philippines because he met a woman. She busted open the clam. And then he went back to the U.S. to sell his house, everything, and moved there to live with her full time. Dude's tried to start a business. It failed. And then he loses all his money and the woman for which he changed his entire life for. Having an affair with your mate is stupid. They start to act like wives. Grow up. Damn. If you hire an attractive maid in the Philippines, chances are pretty good you will sleep with her. She immediately then turns into the girlfriend and you will need a new maid. Happened to me twice. Moral of the story is do not sleep with the maid. I have a stateside story where the moral is do not sleep with your tenants. Jesus. Says it gets sticky if you hire a maid who becomes girlfriend or a girlfriend who becomes your maid. I've had a rather awkward experience with this myself and ended up supporting her and 3 kids, simp, Jesus Christ, for a year or so. I became an ATM to her and her kids. I finally had to break the relationship. She still wants to clean the house for the cash, but even that is awkward, so I'm trying to discourage that. Looking back, she wrangled me into a relationship because she wanted a support system because she had no job. I offered to help her start a business, but she always had excuses about why she couldn't do that. She just wanted me to support her and her 3 kids. Bro, What do you look like, G? I need to see this. This is why. See these guys that are in the Philippines? Good old Robert. Robert, you are the exact man we talk about when we say the clammy busts open and
Hi
so does
guys,
your
and
wallet.
today
It's unfortunate. The Roberts of the world. Those clammies will drain you dry. Wanted, housemaid who specializes in cleaning pipes. You guys are out of control. Let me know what you guys think. Look at these. How does YouTube let people get away with these thumbnails? Jesus. Anyways, take care, everybody. We'll see you on the next one.